Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, today I'll be sharing with you some items that have recently come to me, and these items are quite unique and they are very rare, and these items are all made from brass. So they've actually come from Makkah, from Masjid al-Haram, and these items were available because of the expansion of the Haram. So many of you will know that in recent years the Saudi government have extended the size of the Haram, and in order to expand the Haram they had to knock down a section of the Haram. So these items have come from the construction of the masjid. The first item that you can see before you is a keyhole cover. So you can see on there you have the date palm, and then you have the swords that represent the Saudi emblem, and here you have La ilaha illallah, and you have Muhammadur Rasulullah at the bottom. So this is actually a keyhole cover. It doesn't weigh a significant amount, but as you can see it is brass. It must have been handmade. You can see the intricate detail. I'm not sure if it was handmade or whether it was made by a machine, but you can see the detail is quite amazing actually on here. And if you turn over, you can see this small bolt, screw-like bolt was probably used to fit through a keyhole, and then they would bolt the back. So if you imagine a door, this would be in front of the door, okay, in front of the keyhole, as a design piece, I guess. To our knowledge, that's the information that we have. So it's brass. Yeah, it's maybe a few hundred grams, maybe 500 grams or so, and it's not relatively large in size. So that's the first item. It's like I said, a very unique item, especially because of the engraving. And these items, they don't come about. Very, very rare. Unlike the carpets that we have available, they are available in very regularly. Something like this is quite rare and difficult to get hold of. The second item is this, very similar in size. It's quite worn. Quite dirty actually. It needs to be thoroughly cleaned, but also it has a very similar design. So it says La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, date palm, two swords. Okay, and again I believe this to be to serve a very similar purpose. Now obviously this is it's worn out and it's probably snapped off. You can see the inside is actually quite dirty. It looks like it's been heavily used and it's corroded somewhat. But with brass, it can again be cleaned and restored. So this is again the second piece that I have, made from brass. Very rare. I've never seen anything like this before. Okay. The third item is another piece of brass. I'm just going to turn it the other way. So again, it's the size of my hand. These ones are slightly smaller. Okay. And you're probably looking around 20 centimeters in length by, 15 centimeters there. So again, it's brass as well. You can see it has been worn. Something like this, again, I believe to be a decoration piece. And if you have a look at some pictures of the haram, for example, the railings in Safa Marwa, or the windows that are outside of the haram, they have these very, very large pieces of metal as decoration covering windows. And something like this, if you have a look, just if I focus there, you can see the hole. So something like this, it'll be fixed onto another one, and they'll all be screwed in together, and this will make up a very large piece, design feature. Okay, so again, this is probably where it's from. And if you have a look at, or if you visit the haram next, and have a look at the windows and in the surroundings where you are walking, you will see this design, or a very similar design, metal pieces that are joined together to create one, very large decorative piece around the window. On this side, it doesn't have any holes, but on this other side, you can see there it has an area for screw, and this one's actually still intact, but it's slightly broken. So this is again another piece very heavily worn. Okay, it shows, let me refocus, it shows the age of the piece. Okay, exactly, it's not, we're not 100% sure. Inshallah, we will be receiving some more accurate information on these pieces soon. But I thought it'd be worth sharing this with you. And there is one last piece which is a little bit heavy. Okay, so this is a brass grill. Okay, something like this, again, I sort of believe to be, again, in Mecca, there are areas where they have air conditioning units built into the masjid. And something like this would be an air conditioning cover or some form of ventilation cover. Okay, that's what I would say, what I think would be the purpose of. You can see the screws, the area where it would be screwed into. Okay, so again, it's a piece of a construction, it's a construction item, a decorative sort of feature. You can see the I think this might have actually been sprayed with brass, but that looks like solid brass there. Okay, so again, it's another piece of construction from the haram, and again, something like this is very difficult to find and to get your hands on. Itself, compared to like Roda carpets and the Kiswa, it has a different perspective in terms of value, but at the end of the day, it's been in the haram and it's a collectible. Okay, it is a collectible along with the other items that we have here. These are items which people collect, and they've been in this sacred place, Masjid al-Haram or Masjid al-Nabawi. But these are my favourite just because of the intricate design on the mashallah. It's quite unique and amazing. So yep, these are the 4 items. Inshallah, I will be receiving some other items soon, and when they come in, I will definitely post a video, so do subscribe, inshallah. If you actually know where these items are, where they have been used, then feel free to comment and share the information, inshallah. At the end of the day, we have these items, we are sharing them with you, the public, those that have a similar interest, and if you have some information about them, then we'd be very grateful for you to share that information, inshallah. Okay, jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.